Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to Late Night Guitars. My name is Marty, and this is...
I'm Carson.
And we wanted to just have a little discussion tonight about metal bands because Carson's constantly telling me about, metal bands and showing me metal bands and things like that, and I thought it might be kind of interesting to maybe have him pare it down to like 4 bands he thinks that I should maybe listen to and I might like or not, but he thinks that I should definitely take a listen to them. I think that my idea of metal being an old farte, I saw Judas Priest live a couple times and stuff like that. That's how old I am. I mean, back when they were first around, and I went through all the hair metal stuff and things like that, but when Carson was a baby, I remember buying a Slipknot album that I really liked. What is the song that I usually like? Psychosocial. That's a great song. But I really liked that. So occasionally I would buy a metal album, but I think it might be interesting to hear a young person maybe try and show the old fart some things that he should be listening to, because obviously I don't keep up with that kind of thing, but I did listen to Sleep Token that he turned me on to, which I love. It's an amazing band. One of Carson's favorites, I gather.
Oh, yes.
And I bought, for some reason, the new Lamb of God album out of the blue, but I love it. I think it's great. It's just very different for me, being an old rocker guy. But I thought maybe you could come up with 4 new ones for me. Mm-hmm. So why don't you just go ahead and give me your first one?
Alrighty. So my first band is a band called Era, E-R-R-A.
E-R-R-A?
Yeah, I don't know if it's pronounced Era or Era, and so I think it might be Era, but yeah. And so they're called Era, and so the 3 songs that I would recommend on there, it says they have a song called Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay.
Funny enough, just like Muse. And so, but then a song called Snowblood, and then a song called Divisionary.
Okay. So, where are they from? Usually, there's a lot of metal, obviously, in Scandinavia, so even if you guessed that, you'd probably have a 50% chance of being right.
They're from Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, that's close to Oslo, right?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. Birmingham, Alabama, really?
Yeah.
How long have they been around, do you know?
Since 2009.
Okay, so they got a few albums.
Yeah.
All right, and they're called Era?
Yeah, E-R-R-A.
Okay. Is there anything weird about them? Like, do they have a guy that plays a weird instrument or anything?
So the reasons that I would say for listeners, Era, I have it written down here, is Era is a band for people who want crushing heaviness and musicianship, because their guitar work is insanely technical, but they still write choruses that stick in your head. And if somebody likes metalcore and so, but they want something more sophisticated, that's kind of more of like a gateway to that.
So would you say that they have like those kind of Cookie Monster vocals, or is it more singing?
A little, and so they'll use the Cookie Monster vocals, but they're very similar to like a lot of the more modern metal bands, and so where it's like a little more sing-songy, just like regular
some
singing.
Scream and some
just like aggressive singing.
What do they call that when, I say Cookie Monster, but there's this one type of singing, Lamb of God does it too, where he kind of sounds like a cat that's mad.
Jackal.
What's it called?
I've heard Will Ramos just call it the jackal vocals.
Jackal vocals. Yeah, it's kind of a rah. It's not really a scream like a Cookie Monster growl. It's
like
more of a raspy kind of, you stepped on a cat thing. I love it though. It's great. Not that it's not singing. It's just a different type of thing. I'm sure it's not easy. I wonder how long these people are going to be singing like that when they're in their 60s. I think it would be a little tough, but we'll see.
I mean, look at Corey Taylor. I know that he doesn't do like Cookie Monster level vocals, but...
And Corey Taylor's a singer for Slipknot?
Yeah.
I like Slipknot.
And so
It's a good band.
the dude's in Era, and so the guitar player Jesse Cash, and so he plays a custom 24 PRS.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, he also has
Interesting.
a seven string for like the heavier stuff, but his
So with
regular guitar is a custom 24.
So with these bands, there's a lot of tuning down, obviously, right?
Mhm.
And then some of them have a 7 so that they can get even lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of
Okay.
need a 7 string
Yeah.
for metal for the most part.
Well, all right. So what else you got? What's another one?
The next one is a band called Landmarks, and so but spelled with a V, so Landmarks.
It has like a V in it or something.
Land MVRKS. So
Okay.
instead of an A in Marks, it's
And where are they from?
France.
France. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like Gojira. They're from France, right? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
So what 3 songs do you recommend by Landmarks?
By Landmarks, and so the 3 songs I would recommend is one's called Lost in a Wave, one's called Blistering, and one called Blood Red.
Okay.
And so those are all from different albums too. And so
Huh.
Blistering is a older song, and and Blood Red is from their newest
And
album
how long have they been around?
since 2014. So they're a
Okay.
newer band for sure.
From France, huh?
France.
All right, I'll check them out. What kind of guitars do they play?
The guitar player did mainly like ESPs and LTDs, but I've seen like when I saw them in concert, and so the singer, they had an acoustic song and he played one of those Fender Acoustasonic things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so I've seen them use Fenders a
Huh.
little bit, and so but mainly ESPs and LTDs.
Okay.
And occasional Ibanez.
Do they have 2 guitar players?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it one of those things where the singer plays also, or do they
Not
have
always.
a dedicated
they
singer?
They have a dedicated singer, and so
Okay.
but they. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Landmarks. I've heard you talk about them. Have you seen them in concert?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like a year or 2 ago,
And who were they playing with?
they opened for Imminence.
Imminence. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm trying to put bands together to see maybe like bands would certainly tour together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Landmark. Why would an old fart like me want to listen to Landmark?
Because Landmarks has one of the most versatile vocalists in metalcore, and so he can go from brutal screams to clean singing to rap influenced sections without it feeling forced. And so he brings a ton of energy and personality that separates them from more modern metalcore bands.
Rap influence, huh?
Yeah, and so there are points where he sounds like Chester from Linkin Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I probably would like that. That sounds pretty good. All right, anything else on them? Okay, let's see what else you got.
Alrighty, and so my next one is a band called Motionless in White.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they'll be a little heavier, but
Is that Cookie Monster?
a little. And so they'll be similar to a lot of modern metal bands, unless you get into like Whitechapel and Lamb of God. And so most modern metal bands don't really Cookie Monster as much anymore. And so they kind of just are like aggressive, regular singing nowadays. There's not as much Cookie Monster vocals until you get into like much heavier stuff.
So more like Avenged Sevenfold, or
Yeah, they'll be much more like that.
I know that we're going to see them, and you and I went and saw them last time they were through Denver, Avenged Sevenfold, and I really like that band. It's a good band, but they don't do a lot of just screaming and.
No, a lot of bands nowadays are very similar to them. Now.
Okay, and what kind of guitars do they play?
Also, kind of ESPs and LTDs mostly. And so one of the dudes, his name is Rick Olson, and so he has his own signature ESP.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I mean, what brands do you think of when you think of metal, modern
if
metal?
I'm thinking modern metal, I would think of like Ibanez and Schecter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But maybe Jackson's, but
Charvel's, maybe? I don't know. I'm just asking. Not really.
not really.
Huh.
Sure, those are more your type of metal.
Ouch. Yes. Well, and so what's a good reason to really want to see this band?
So the way I have it written out is that they're basically the perfect mix of metalcore and gothic horror aesthetics. And so even people who aren't huge metal fans can get into them because their songs are packed with huge hooks, cinematic production, and memorable themes. And so, but they are heavier, and so they have, like, especially their earlier stuff is way heavier than what they've gotten to now. And so, but they kind of, the band Black Veil Brides, and so how early on they had like all the like white face paint and stuff like that. Their Motionless in White's singer Chris Motionless and so does a lot of that, and so like full on like white face paint with like the whole like goth aesthetic and stuff, like the black lipstick and eyeliner and stuff like that.
Chris Motionless.
Yeah.
He made that up. Nobody's name is Chris.
But the funniest connection on that, and so that you wouldn't really understand, is Chris Motionless looks exactly like this WWE chick named Rhea Ripley. Like, it's really creepy, like how similar they look.
Really?
And so, which it's funny because they'll see people talk about like how attractive she is, and so I'm like, I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, she looks exactly like the dude from Motionless in White. So I'm like, it's a little.
I don't know who either one of those people are.
I'll show you.
But all right, am I missing anything about them you want to mention?
It depends on when they came around, but
yeah,
it's around like 2004 or 5.
Okay.
So they've been around a little longer, but their albums didn't come out till newer. Like, they're still kind of newer as far as like popularity, but they've been a band for.
And did you tell me
like
3
20
songs to listen to by them? I don't remember.
No. And so the songs I would listen to are one's called Soft, which is one of their earlier songs that's really heavier.
Okay.
And then the next 2 are both on the same album. One is called Scoring the Earth, the End of the World, and so which is what the album title is, and then one of their like biggest songs, and so it's called Masterpiece. So
Okay.
I would listen to that.
Masterpiece. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And how about one more?
And so the last one I have is actually Imminence, and so that you were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Landmarks opened for.
And how long have they been around?
Also since 2009, with same as Era.
Mm-hmm. And where are they from?
They're from Scandinavia. I think they're from like Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and what's special about them that you would...
So their secret weapon is that the singer plays a violin with it.
Really?
And so, yeah, and instead of it doesn't feel like gimmicky either, and so it kind of makes their music sound more emotional and cinematic and stuff.
Interesting.
Because like you would think that like a violin in metal music would be kind of out of place and weird, but they do this very like kind of like they're one of the few bands that can hit you with a breakdown, but then also make you feel like you're in like a soundtrack for a movie, because it'll be like this, it'll go like super quiet and so, and then like the violin will like come in, and so, or they'll have it just kind of be like a backing thing, and so which
Wow.
works really well.
Oh, I'm curious now. What 3 songs do you recommend by them?
I would recommend, so the songs I would recommend, and so it's called Erase, one is called Temptation, and one's called Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All those.
Interesting. The violin. So they're like the Kansas of metalcore.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that sounds good. I'll check those out and see. Would you say that these 4 bands feel like they play a similar kind of music? Would you put them all kind of in the same category?
Not
Because
necessarily.
there's lots of different kinds of metal.
I would say like Era and Motionless in White will be a little closer to what you would think of as just like traditional metal music, and so then Landmarks and Imminence are a little more like, I don't want to say like just regular rock bandy, because they are definitely metal, and so they have like the whole metal vocals, guitar tuned down, all that, and so, but I would definitely put Landmarks and Imminence as a little more like soundscapey, like it's like more like produced, if that makes sense. Like it's less of just like metal band out there playing heavy music, and more like kind of like produced, and there's like weirder like little things like a horn will just kind of come in the background or whatever, you know. And it's
Wow.
like,
It sounds like I have some homework,
mhm.
but that's fun. You know, I've been spending a lot of time the last couple of years listening to things that I feel like I need to fill in holes.
Mhm.
You know, I've just kind of missed, and it's hard to keep up with every band. So this will be good. I think it'll be fun. I'll take a listen. Do you like my Jackson? If you're interested in taking a better look at this, go to latenightguitars.com and check out this awesome Jackson. I'll put a link somewhere for you. And I just remember to like and subscribe. And as I always say, if you can't like and subscribe, maybe you could subscribe and like. But yeah, we're definitely excited to hear if you have some metal bands you recommend that I listen to as an older guy that kind of, you know, doesn't really listen to that kind of thing very much. I think it'd be great if you could leave a comment and just tell me who you've been listening to and who you like and who it sounds like we might like. And Carson may know about him, he may not, but either way, thanks for watching, and have a great day.